What is up, guys? I'm the Motorcycle Mick, and today is a great day because the Heritage is back. What is up, guys? I'm the Motorcycle Mick, and today is a great day because it's another bike I get to show you. It's been a while coming. I haven't had the weather, and now I do. In the previous video, you got to see some stuff get put on it. But in this one, we're showing her off. So get ready for my 2018 Heritage. Let's get into it. That bike gets me every time because I love the exhaust, I love the torque, I love the power it has, and it's awesome. That right there, that's my favorite bike. I love my Sportster, but my Heritage, she is just absolutely my baby. So I'm gonna show you guys all about her. I hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. First off though, let's go back to what I said, the 114. This is the new Milwaukee 8. It is liquid cooled-ish. Instead of having antifreeze running through the system, it's got an oil pump, an extra one in the back here that pumps oil up through little channels in the engine. And then it puts it out to my radiator up front, cools the oil down, runs it back through the block. It's all the same oil. It's somehow liquid cooled. Now, if you really want to worry about traffic on this bike, it actually has a heat management system on there to where if you hold the throttle down, you can actually shut the rear cylinder off when it's at idle or you're at a traffic stop. Cool, but not my style. I like riding it. I like having the power immediately. Still has pickup when you turn it off. As you can see, it's got black heat shields come down to the chrome TAD performance mufflers. You heard those in the beginning of the video. They sound awesome. I don't think any audio could really do them justice because you have to hear it in person. It is a rumble. It gives it that Harley sound. I had the Screaming Eagles on here. They suck. Nothing against Harley, but they made a muffler that was just a hair louder than the factory ones, and for the price, it's not worth it. I mean, I feel like I got ripped off. I sold them, got these. So Harley, help us out with the exhaust here. I mean, I almost got hit with the Screaming Eagle exhaust that's supposed to be so much more better. And I've seen videos where the performance really isn't there. Speaking of which, I do have a Screaming Eagle Pro tuner on this bike, or it's tuned into the bike. It's not actively on there. I don't have the auto tuner for it. It does, well, it allows the bike to have power because it's been properly tuned and gives it that power that it needs. You can see I've got hard lowers mounted on here. There's actually no hard lowers for Softails yet. I actually modified ones I got off eBay for 55 bucks to work on the bike, and they work awesome. All it requires is the Dremel, really. I mean, 50 bucks in a Dremel and you can have hard lowers on your Softail. They work nicely. The only problem is the mounting hardware on the bottom doesn't work, so you gotta use just the big ass zip tie, which really does the same thing. Haven't had any issues. My highway pegs you saw in the last video, I put them back on. Those were 50 bucks off Amazon, and they work great. And there's no need to pay $200 for a Harley one when you can pay 50 bucks and get just as good as a product. It doesn't have the Harley logo on it, but I mean, it works. and you're not paying all that extra money. But let's pick you guys up and show you more. Now that I got you guys up in the air, I can show you more around the bike because I'm thoroughly excited. This is my favorite bike. I love riding it. It's good in every situation. If I want to, I can take the bags off, the windshield off, and use it for an around town bike. I leave them on anyways. I enjoy it. Anyone that says they don't need a windshield, you're weak. If you have a windshield or a fairing, they can believe what they want. Sorry. Going over here, we got the Freedom Shield's 20-inch windshield. Beautiful windshield, works great. Had no complaints. As you can see at the top, it has that curve to it to allow wind to kick up over the top, and that is awesome. It really helps put the wind over my head, keeps me comfortable. Going along with that, in my last video I posted, we put on the new black levers, Drag Specialties mirrors, and the coffin hang protectors. Now, I ordered those from a company in California, a little mom and pop shop. Actually, when my brother ordered them, he called to ask about the order, and the gentleman that answered the phone said his wife was on her way to drop it off at the post office. So it's really cool to know it's a family business. I'll post that link down below if you're actually interested in that. I hope you are, because they're 100% worth it. Keep the wind off your hand. Give you a little better riding feel when you're going through colder areas, wind, rain, keeps you a little bit better dry. There's some of the other features of this bike that I like is Harley did something new for 2018, and that is added hard lockable bags. Now on the outside, they're leather, but as you see here, on the inside, they are actually hard plastic covered in leather. So they will not lose their shape, not lose their form. I'm proud of Harley for this because honestly, the leather bags sucked, kind of sagged and started to look bad and just didn't work out right. And that's why a lot of the guys went to bagger tails on their 17 and older Softails, because you get that hard bag. Something I added on there is right here, as you can see, is this grasshopper backrest. If you look underneath there, there's a little knurl nut in this mount right here. Just pops out like that. A little knurl nut in there actually locks in place the mounting bracket, and then you just slide it in. It pops in and out really easily, and it's really comfortable. I like comfort, and I'm already an anomaly because I'm 25 and I have a Harley. Actually, I have two of them, but going to the back of the bike, the passenger backrest, I like how they did that more like a touring model, where it's a lot more stiff, locks in with the bag. The back passenger seat is actually very comfy and soft and plush. You can see them. I mean, there's a lot of pad there. It makes it feel comfortable ride for everyone. Even my seat up front is the same material. It's soft. Like, I've had people tell me, like, for a factory Harley, the seat on there is actually really extremely comfortable, and it's true. I mean, the bike has already got a very comfy seat, and I can ride on it all day. It's nice. Hours on end doesn't bother me. Going to the back though, the very back, I had the dealer install all LEDs in the back, and these all actually work as brake lights. On the factory Softail Heritage, this right here is the brake light. These are just turn signals, and I didn't like that, so I had them remove the old incandescent taillight, put an LED one on, and put the LED turn signals and brake light. They operate all three. And it's worth it, because in today's world, people don't pay attention, and that's where you end up getting hurt because they say they couldn't see brake lights or whatever they want to say. And LEDs blind. And as much as I don't like them blinding, they also stick out and get people to stop. Especially when I'm at a stoplight. I get nervous about that stuff because people just want to play on their phones all day. This is the 114. So it does come with a custom derby cover for the 114s. I think it's really cool, that etched metal. It's actually got a single heel toe shifter. It's the only Heritage Softail to not come with a heel toe shifter. I'm actually a fan of it. I feel like sometimes the heel toe shifter kind of gets in the way. It becomes a nuisance for putting your foot down flat on the floorboard. This bike does come with passenger pegs. Nice passenger. I mean, they're actually pretty wide and pretty comfy for a passenger peg. And for a bike to come with passenger pegs already on there is actually a big deal because it's just another expense you don't have. Something else I've noticed too is Harley themselves has actually done away with the silver studs. It's a subdued style modified stud. They went to like a black rectangle diamond style, and it actually looks really nice in my opinion. I think they got it right. I'm not a fan of the silver studs on a Harley. It's just more shininess. It's a modern look for new riders trying to get people to buy Harleys, and now that I'm actually sitting on the bike, I can actually go into detail a little bit more about what I have going on with the dash, as I'll call it. It's actually the speedometer, but there's actually more to it. The audio that comes on here is actually not factory. That is something I had add on. It's a Harley Boom audio system. I'll get a little audio going on that too. We can go through and show you guys some of the stuff. So if you look on here, you can see on the controls it's got the horn, the cycle button, which is actually important because that's new on this bike. Brights, and flash your fog lights. We have the Harley Boom audio system. We'll do a sound test on that in a minute. But really the new thing for the Harley is the three things sitting in front of us here. One, it's not a real gas cap. Harley decided to do away with the dual tanks and turn it into one solid single tank. They left on the fuel cap for some reason, but you know, I guess it's just the Softail look. Over here is actually your gas cap. Don't need to take that off, but you do have to push down on it to be able to get it to open. But right here is big change for Harley. If I turn the ignition on, which going over here I will point is they move the hazard light to here. So instead of pressing both blinkers at the same time, you just press the hazard button for turn the hazards on. You'll see that an odometer pops up. But if I go over here to the important cycle button, I can go into a trip, do another trip, fuel range on here, got a clock, RPMs, so you can actually see what RPMs your engine's at, and back to the odometer. And if you'll notice right at the top here, that's actually a fuel gauge, which is really cool. So instead of having a little gauge over here or little dots or whatever, they actually included a fuel gauge on here, which makes a massive difference. Also be stated that this does come with the 12-inch mini apes. They're actually 10-inch bars, but there's a 2-inch riser down here, so altogether I've got 12-inch rise. So these are 10-inch mini apes, so the 2-inch riser. Going back to the Harley Boom audio system, as you can see, it's 2 speakers. They each have a little amp going to them, and they sound really good. If you go over here, it's got the controls. As you can see, mine are a little worn out because I use it a lot, but you have a forward button, a back button, audio up, audio down, and on the back here, you got a little play pause button. Just for the record, it does work for also denying calls, so recommendations. Let's go back. Let's put some music on this and let you guys hear what it sounds like. For the record, it's copyright free music, so UMG can just suck it.
You always think you're right. I told her with your life. Don't fill my appetite. I told her move on with your life. I told her move on with your life.
Now I did wait a little bit to get this video done because I wanted to be darker out so you guys could really see the headlights. And I will say Harley really outdid themselves with these headlights because unlike the traditional daymakers Harley put out, this one does not have projectors. Turn that one on, it is extremely bright. This also does have this cool little halo ring going around it, which I really appreciate, adds a nice touch and looks really cool. Looking over here, you can see I got my 2 what they want to call passing lights. These operate on the same principle as the headlight, so it adds even more light facing forward. It looks really nice. I also have the custom dynamics turn signals, which actually have a white ring and it turns orange when you actually go and turn on the blinker. So let me do that for you guys real fast. We'll go from white to orange. Then once the blinker's off, goes back to white. It looks really nice and it puts out an immense amount of light. So it keeps you safe at night, it keeps you safe from other drivers. It is awesome. Harley's new technology they put into it is monstrous compared to what has been done in the past. And the LED technology lasts a long time. I don't know about you guys, I've never seen an LED actually burn out. Don't think I'll see one burn out soon. But I sure hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my absolute favorite bike I've ever had, ever ridden, anything. I don't think I'd be the same without it. If you're younger, you want to get a Harley, but you don't want to get that big touring bike, and I recommend getting a Softail. My Heritage is my favorite, like I said. Just trying to get people into Harleys. You know, most kids want sport bikes. This is a bad to the bone bike, and it's awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed the walk around on it. It is awesome to be able to show you guys this bike. I know some people had asked for it. I finally got the bike back and finally got some weather to be able to do it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell icon to be notified first when I upload videos. Might just upload something random. I know I'm going to be putting out another exhaust video up. Get Tab Performance. Big shout out for the exhaust. It is awesome. For now, guys, that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed this video. I want you to all take it easy. And remember, always ride for freedom.